back at it with another video. So today, let's discuss the earth signs, right? And the earth signs are what? They are Taurus, they are Virgo, and the last one is Capricorn, right? So what you all have to understand is that now the earth signs are all about what? Structure. They're all about stability. They're all about grounding. But what does that mean specifically? So put it like this. Living a disorderly lifestyle, that's not an earth sign energy. Living an orderly lifestyle, that's earth sign energy. I'm going to give you a prime example. You walk into somebody's house and they have clothes and shit everywhere all over the place, right? That's disorderly, right? You walk into somebody's house and no clothes are all over the place and everything is put up neatly and compartmentalized. That's called being structured. Same thing with like, let's say for instance, if you walk into your boss's room, right? If you at work or some shit, walk into the boss's office, they got papers and shit they got to file everywhere, all over the desk. That's not structured. You walk into your boss office and everything is neat, filed, the cabinet's clean and shit. That's structured, right? So that's what earth signs are all about. So now what you have to understand is that now if you are a person that is overly messy, and not just with physical things, but you just have a messy life where you always into some shit. You always got some shit going on. Now, of course, I'm talking about more from the Vedic astrological lens, but earth signs in general probably not gonna really want nothing to do with you. And now you might know some low vibrational earth signs that's messy than a motherfucker. You might be like, no, that's wrong, Rex. I know a Virgo that's more messier than any fire or water sign that I've ever seen, right? And I get it. So you got to remember, there are octaves, right? Lower octaves, higher octaves, right? So now the higher octave of earth signs, oh yeah, they are going to really want you to be on your shit, right? Especially when it comes to like relationships and love, right? If you're dealing with a person with that strong, high vibrational earth sign energy and you're not taking care of your business, right? You not making sure that you are keeping yourself clean and kept up, they're not going to want to deal with you, right? Because you got to remember what they represent. If they have these dominating things inside of their birth chart, they represent, okay, well, shit, I'm good, I'm put together. Why the hell you ain't good and put together? It don't make no sense. And a lot of times people with strong earth sign placements, they might mess around and end up looking down on you. And that's not always good, earth signs, but I understand because they can look at you like, you know what I'm talking about, like, okay, this is the type of person that clearly doesn't keep themselves up to par. They're not worried about the future. And they can just see it and smell it all over you. They're like, you know what, this person, if I bring this person into my life, they could probably bring more chaos than I'm ready to handle. Real talk, right? So you got to understand, when we're dealing with earth signs, they are very much about balance and structure and discipline, right? But like I said, at the highest order. Because if you deal with a regular, listen, even at a low order, it'll still show up a little bit, right? They might still have they messed up bad behavior, fucked up ways here and there, right? But at the same time, some of their earth sign principles will still pop out, right? Like, let's say, for instance, they not taking care of certain responsibilities, right? But they'll still try to tell somebody else the shit that they need to be handling and putting together. So they can be like the people that don't know how they look from the outside looking in and they just telling everybody what they need to do. Like, they can help you get your life right. They can put you in your place. They can remind you what the hell you supposed to be doing. But when it comes to them down, they like, oh, well, yeah, you know what, you right. And they just never do it. Remember, there's a high and low octave of every zodiac sign specifically, right? But what you all have to understand with earth signs again too, and really, really, really pay attention to this. Earth signs, a lot of times, they might not have enough emotional intelligence to be dealing with a person with a lot of water sign placements, right? And then what do I mean by that? Water energy in and of itself is extremely emotional, right? You know what I'm talking about? So like if a person with dominant water themes comes to a person with dominant earth sign themes, to ask them questions on how to get whatever they got going on solved. Let me tell you something. The water sign person may be expecting the earth sign person to be like more emotionally tapped in and in tune, right? Just to be like a shoulder to cry on, or, you know, like a ear that'll listen. People with strong earth signs gonna be like, okay, well, listen, I understand you sad, I understand you mad, but what you have to understand is this. I'm trying to give you practical solutions, because crying and being sad isn't always going to really like help you and save you. That shit right there will probably piss that person with dominant water sign energy off, right? Because water signs, sometimes they just want to feel. And like, well, like, so The earth sign to be like super duper analytical, super duper rational. The water sign like, God damn, you say, damn, you really don't care. I don't think you give a damn. So you might do care as an earth sign, you just might not care as much as they care, or care in the way that they feel like you should be reacting. You're like, no, I do care. I'm not finna just be up here acting a fool and clowning and shit. So earth sign people, remember that. Some people do be feeling like y'all be cold as hell, especially Capricorn. Y'all ruled by Saturn. Capricorn and Virgo, they gonna feel like y'all cold as hell. I'm not gonna even lie. If you got the ascendants, the moon signs, and sun signs, yeah. Even Mercury, right? Because Mercury is how you process information and shit. Listen, they'll be like, nah, I don't even wanna tell them. Yeah, that's how they'll be looking at you. So now another thing specifically is that when it comes to dealing with the earth signs, so I've already covered the emotional aspect, because they can seem like they damn rigid and cold as hell. But yeah, basically, all in all, you gotta have your shit together when you're dealing with people with earth sign placements. If you want to deal with people that have strong earth sign placements and they're positive, right? Meaning that, hey, okay, listen, they got their own vehicle, they got their own job, they have their own place, they got job stability, or they got good money management, like a good understanding of finances. They know how to save. They not overspend. They not like very like ready to spend money as soon as they get it, right? They're able to plan. Like, if you really want to deal with them type of people, you damn near gonna really have to match that at some level. Now, I'm not saying you got to be exactly like them, right? Because opposites do attract, but rarely do they last. You understand what I'm saying? If you too damn different, right? Virgo and Capricorn and Taurus can handle you being different to a certain extent, but if you come in this mug too goddamn different, they gonna be like, okay, well, listen, damn, this person ain't shit like I thought they were. This person ain't shit like I expected them to be. So yeah, y'all listen. So I just really want to put y'all up on game with that. Now, the coldest one is gonna be Capricorn, though. I'm not gonna lie. Capricorn energy can seem like they don't give a damn at all, because it can be extremely cold, and depending on what kind of placements you get, that shit can come out very vicious to you. Like, damn, they really don't give a fuck about me and my well-being. They really don't care. Yes, I'm telling y'all, especially if they got strong Capricorn placements too. Yeah, man, y'all better be careful. Yeah, but yeah, so I just wanted to holler at y'all real quick. But now listen, so now I'm finna finish making the rest of my videos. Listen, they finna be coming back to back to back, so y'all get ready. And if you want a birth chart reading, listen, follow me on all my platforms right here. But if you want a birth chart reading, then please come and holler at me. Until then, I will talk to y'all later, man. Peace.